This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of K2 Gold, Mr. Steven Swatton. Steve, how are you today?
Very good. Thanks very much, Gerardo. Nice to speak to you again.
It's great chatting again. Congratulations are in order. The last time you and I spoke, we were expecting the approval of the Mojave Project Exploration Drilling Program, which is due to commence shortly. That approval has been granted. This is one of the most exciting gold exploration projects in the space right now. The stock has performed well here in the past several weeks, but there is a lot of upside left. Let's talk about the fully permitted and financed drill program that is expected to begin in August.
Yeah, Gerardo, what we decided to do is we're drilling at 4 sites. We're drilling 16 holes in total, so 4 holes per site, and we'll probably be drilling to a couple of 100 meters. This will give us a much better idea as to the nature and coarseness or fineness of the gold, and a lot of aspects of this asset that we can ascertain from these 16 holes. Now, it's significant that we had no idea that we were going to receive this permit, and just as your listeners know, we've been backwards and forwards with the Bureau of Lands Management, BLM, for some time, and we received word that we got the thumbs up on Friday. And I think I talked about last time also, we've also submitted a second program of drilling, which is land-based, because this 16 holes is helicopter-based. And with these 2 drill permits in place, we will have a good idea of, the nature of the resource maybe. We may be able to put some resource numbers around in its early days yet, but we will have a much better idea. But this is so significant for us because it means to say that we can get our feet on the ground, get a drill in the ground, and begin to understand this amazing resource.
Let's provide a bit of context. You're drilling the gold-rich eastern side of the property. You're drilling in an area where, if I'm not mistaken, the structures that you're targeting are very similar, and I think you described them as identical to those that were drilled by BHP and Newmont in the 80s and 90s. The reason that's significant, and correct me if I'm wrong, is because all 35 of those holes intersected gold mineralization. Is that correct, Steve?
Yes, that is correct. There were 35 holes drilled. And what we're doing is drilling 2 of those zones, the Newmont and the Dragonfly zones. And yes, structure related. And just to give your listeners a bit of context, these are very similar to the types of mineralization that you see in Beatty. And Beatty is is about 50 miles, 60 miles northeast of Mojave. And there's about 4 or 5 million ounces of gold in a very similar geological environment to ours. We're slightly different, but the nuances are not that much different. So we think that we have a good opportunity to find similar style of mineralization in an area which has been previously drilled, and we're drilling the same units that BHP and Newmont had very successful intersections.
I've been very open with subscribers of my newsletter, Junior Mining Monthly and Junior Mining Trader, the 2 newsletters that I write for Outsider Club. That's a paid service, and I have no trouble saying it publicly because I believe this will be the case. But if you're able to even come close to historic drilling, and I believe you will, by the way, the stock will be trading in triple digits very, very soon. I want to be clear to everybody that this is a high-grade oxide gold project. Correct, Steve?
Yeah, it is. It's much higher than some of the analogous deposits around us. But look, at the end of the day, if you've got half a gram material or more, the likelihood is that you will have a good shot at making it into a mine. So far, we have 1 hole, for example, 100 meters, 99 meters at a gram. So you can see we're almost double what would be considered the lower of the mineable grade that you could possibly find. So yes, we have high grade, but at the end of the day, until we do this drilling, we won't know. But the reason that we're so excited about is because of the grade, and also it's at surface, it's close to surface. So very excited about this, and we're just putting all of the necessary points together to make sure that we have a drill program that will probably be going towards the end of August and beginning of September.
You've already filed an amended plan of operation to the BLM for another 120 holes, up to 120 holes, correct?
That is correct. And we're having constant discussions with them. We must speak to them 3 or 4 times a week. But the nice thing for me is that I'm using a consultant company out of Sacramento who have done this their whole lives. They know exactly the questions that need to be asked and the answers that they need to be given. So we're very happy with them. We're also using the same lawyer and legal firm that permitted most of the operating mines and the past operating mines in California. So we're very much a Californian-oriented company. Happen to be headquartered up in Vancouver, I know, but our geologist is American, and we've used American consultants, and we're using local consultants to do all the work with the BLM. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we don't have any missteps along the way here.
Steve, good update. Congrats on the permit. I get the sense I'll be congratulating you again once assays start trickling in. Anything else you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, maybe I will have reconnect once we actually start the drilling, once the drilling started, and by then we'll have some results from some of the ancillary work that we're doing on the anomalies that we found with some of the other work that we've done. Yeah,
fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Steve, thanks again for your time.
Thank you very much, Gerardo.